I decided to be a Los Angeles County Supervisor because I think that's the path I've been on since I was 3 years old. That's what I grew up in. My dad was always an LA County Supervisor, and I saw up close and personal the kind of job it was and the kind of good that you could accomplish in this job. I've served as a council member in the city of Los Angeles. I served for 5 years in the United States Congress. But for me, local government is really a better fit for me. It's where the rubber meets the road. I enjoy having people come up to me in Bonds or Starbucks with the constituent complaint that I can solve. Well, every day that I walk into this building, I'm reminded of my father's public service and his legacy. I grew up knowing that he had a very special job and a role, but now that I'm actually here in Los Angeles County and sit at the desk that he sat at for 40 years, it really reminds me every day that I definitely have a fabulous history and legacy with my family. So in my first couple months here, I've probably done more than I did in 5.5 years in Congress. We've put a measure on the March 7th ballot that we think will really begin to end homelessness. We've set up a fund to protect our immigrants in Los Angeles County. We've created an initiative that will look at girls and women in LA County and how we as a county might better serve them and create opportunities for them. So it's really fun. Yes, there's big, huge problems, no question about it, but we can actually take steps to solve those problems. If we had 47,000 people displaced from their homes because of an earthquake, a fire, a hurricane, or tornado, we've seen it across this country, we would, rally, we would stop at nothing, we would marshal resources, and we would try to get that amount of people back into shelter or have a roof over their head as quickly as possible. That's how I look at homelessness. It is an emergency. It's a crisis. Not everybody looks at it like that, but I'm trying to remind people that it's just unacceptable to have that many people who don't have a place to sleep at night in a home. It's hard for me to think about my legacy because I live in the shadow of Kenny Hahn's legacy. He was here 40 years. If I can just do everything I can to serve the public and to make my dad proud, then that's the only legacy I need.